Respected elders, educationists, language scholars, dear teachers and students, welcome. First of all, it is my kind request that those who haven't subscribed our channel, having the head Tirukural and Science, may kindly subscribe it. Dear elders, teachers and students, today we are going to see the 5 couplets under the chapter, the assassin of the strength of virtue. The assassin of the strength of virtue. It is from 36 to 46 couplets we are going to see. Come. Five couplets from 36 to 40. Let us see the 36th couplet. Do virtuous deeds now itself, sans postponing. Do virtuous deeds now itself, sans postponing. As they shall sing thy grace after the sense failing. Do virtuous deeds now itself, sans postponing, as they shall sing thy grace after the sense failing. What is the hidden meaning of this couplet? That is, we should do virtuous deeds now itself, without postponing. It is because the virtuous deeds that we do, number them, whenever we have time to do virtuous deeds, the virtuous deeds that we do would stand by us while we are in difficulty and troubles. Not only that, virtuous deeds also would speak and sing of our fame and name, our greatness, after our demise. That is, the virtuous deeds is such powerful. So we should do without failing, without postponing. We should go on doing virtuous deeds. The virtuous deeds that we do would stand by us, would help us, would stand by us. While we are, that is when we are in trouble or in difficult situations. Not only that, our virtuous deeds would speak about our greatness, about our fame and name after our demise, that is, after our death. This is the hidden meaning of this couplet. Content. Virtuous living and virtuous deeds would bring permanent greatness. That is, permanent greatness would be brought only by virtuous living and virtuous deeds. Explanation. We should not defer virtuous deeds to some other time. We should not defer virtuous deeds to some other time. We must do them now itself. The virtuous deeds we do would stand by us while we suffer from difficulties and troubles. Not only that, it would speak our greatness after our demise. Okay? So we should not fail. We should not postpone doing virtuous deeds. We should do the virtuous deeds now and then. Let us see the couplet. Do virtuous deeds now itself, sense postponing. As they shall sing thy grace, your grace, after thee, as they shall sing thy grace after thee, sense failing. That is, content virtuous living and virtuous deeds would bring permanent greatness. That is the meaning of the 36th couplet. That is the message. Let us see the 37th couplet. If you compare the man in litter with those who bear it, you can wait virtuous fruit. If you compare the man in litter with those who bear it, if you compare the man in litter with those who bear it, you can wait virtuous fruit. That is, to measure the strength of virtues, you have to see, that is what one says, you have to see the man sitting, that is riding in the litter, and the men who are bearing it. So that is, what one says, there is those who did virtuous deeds. That is the man who did the virtuous deed is riding in the litter. The other man who did not do virtuous deeds are carrying the litter. This is what one wants to tell us. But as far as myself is concerned, I can't accept this. I can't accept this comparison. It is because if a man does virtuous deeds, he has the right to enjoy the fruit of his virtuous deeds. And if a man does evil deeds, he has to face the pain of his deeds. He has to enjoy the fruit of his deeds. But it is in no way it is virtuous. There is the people who do not follow who do not follow the virtuous ways of life, who do not do virtuous deeds, should bury a man who did virtuous deeds. In which way it is virtuous? If a man has done virtuous deeds, he has the right to enjoy the fruit of his deeds. If a man does not do virtuous deeds, he also has the right to enjoy the benefit of his deeds. So the comparison is not correct. But otherwise, if a man does virtuous deeds, he might earn good name and enjoy life. If a man does evil deeds, that is deeds which are not virtuous, he might have to enjoy the fruit of his deeds. The man doing vicious deeds might suffer because of these evil deeds. This is the fact. This is the scientific. That is the philosophy of human life. So, okay, regarding this, let us see the content of this 37th couplet. Virtuous people would enjoy life. Vicious people would bear life. That is, people who are virtuous would enjoy life. People who are vicious would bear life. That is, for people who are virtuous, their life would be an enjoyable one. But for people who are vicious, their life would be a burden for them. Their life would be a burden. For people who are not virtuous. Explanation. We need not go deeply to know the fruit of virtuous deeds. We could simply understand how people respect and honor great souls who stand as the symbol of uprightness. Further, people who lead virtuous life take both ups and downs of life alike and lead a satisfied, happy life. People who lead a virtuous life understand the ups and downs of life and lead and take the ups and downs of life alike and lead a satisfied, happy life. For people who ignore virtue and lead an evil life suffer heavily, being unable to understand the good and evil. That is, here the comparison of Valduvar, the man riding in the palanquin and the men bearing him to show the fruit of virtuous deeds is not an agreeable one as far as myself is concerned. Let us see the 37th poem again. If you compare the man in litter with those who bear it, you can weigh virtuous fruit. My content is the meaning I would like to give is virtuous people would enjoy life, vicious people would bear life, that is would take life a burden. Let us see the 38th couplet. Those who do virtuous deeds till their last hour shall live peacefully, since any cuddles with honor. That is, those who do virtuous deeds, till their last hour shall live peacefully, since any cuddles with honor. What is the meaning? What is the hidden meaning? That is, people who are doing virtuous deeds every day without missing a day in their life. That is, people who are doing virtuous deeds every day without missing even a single day would enjoy their life, would lead a peaceful and beautiful life without any hurdles. Those who are doing virtuous deeds every day, all throughout their life, will have a peaceful and beautiful life without any sufferings and hurdles. This is the meaning of this poem. See, what is the content? Content. Virtue would embrace him who embraces virtue. That is, virtue would embrace him who embraces virtue. This is the shortest meaning. I mean, the shortest content. If you are virtuous, if you lead a virtuous life, then virtue would love you. If you love virtue, virtue will love you. Virtue will love you if you love it. Explanation. If you do virtuous deeds without stopping till our last breath, if you do virtuous deeds without stopping till our last breath, we will live happily with the due respect without suffering. If you do virtuous deeds without stopping till our last breath, we will live happily with the due respect without suffering. That is, people who are virtuous and do good deeds for the welfare of the society might enjoy elegant life throughout their life. That is, people who are virtuous and do good deeds for the welfare of the society might enjoy elegant life throughout their life. This is the explanation of the 38th couplet. Those who do virtuous deeds till they are lost or shall live peacefully sans any cuddles with honor. Without any cuddles with honor. Virtue would embrace him who embraces virtue. So, okay. Let us see the 39th couplet. See, your word is very good couplet. Delight coming from virtuous deeds is only delight. Delight coming from virtuous deeds is only delight. All else are only false sense light. All else are only false sense delight. What is the meaning hidden in it? Is delight coming from virtuous deeds, delight coming from the happiness, enjoyment, coming from virtuous deeds, alone is a delight, alone is alone is enjoyment, alone is joy. The joy coming from virtuous deed alone is joy. All else, so other kinds of enjoyment, other kinds of delight are only false. They are not real. They are only false. Sense light. They have no light. It means joy brought by virtuous deeds alone is joy. Others is only fake, false. That means delight or joy got from illegal deeds, got from evil deeds are not real. That is, virtuous deeds not only bring delight, but also it bring virtuous deeds not only bring delights for the son, but also it earns greatness and fame and name from the society. That is the importance of virtuous deeds. Virtuous deeds not only delights the man doing it, but also it earns greatness, fame and name to the man. Whereas vicious deeds, that is evil deeds, the delight, the joy brought by evil deeds is not real, because the delight, the happiness he feels is only false. Further, such kind of the happiness got through illegal deeds, got through evil deeds, will not earn the greatness and fame and name from the public. And this is the soul of this couplet. Let us see the content. Delight got by virtue is only delight. Delight got by virtue is only delight. Others are disgraceful ones. That is why other kinds of enjoyments are only disgraceful ones. They are not a worthful one. Let us see the explanation. Real happiness could come only from the tears of virtue. That I have already explained. Real happiness could come only from the tears of virtue. Virtuous deeds bring delight with glory. That is I have already explained. Virtuous deeds bring delight with glory. It brings both delight and glory. It brings both happiness and greatness. Fame and name. Happiness got otherwise. That is a delight, happiness got otherwise. that is by evil ways is not real. Happiness got through evil ways is not otherwise, but through evil way is not real. Such false happiness will bring neither glory nor fame. There is the happiness got through evil deeds is only false. Not only that, such kind of delight, happiness will not bring either glory or fame. Will bring neither glory nor fame, will not bring either glory or fame. So, okay, let us see the couplet again. Delight coming from virtuous deeds is only delight. All else are only false sense of light. Let us see the 40th couplet. What a person in his life should do is virtuous deeds. It is a beautiful poem. What a person in his life should do is virtuous deeds. What a person in his life should not do is evil deeds. That is what one says. What a person deserves to do is virtuous deeds. What he should not do is evil deeds. The meaning is very clear. The meaning is very clear. That is, we should do only virtuous deeds. We should not do evil deeds, that is vicious deeds. Content. We will do virtuous deeds. We will avoid vicious deeds. As one says, we have to say, we will do virtuous deeds. We will avoid vicious deeds. Vicious means evil deeds. Explanation. We know well the consequences of virtuous and evil deeds. We know well the results of virtuous and evil deeds. For the welfare of the human beings, we must do only virtuous deeds. And no account should we do evil ones. We know well the consequences of moral and immoral deeds. So for the sake of the society, for the welfare of the human beings, we must do only moral deeds, virtuous deeds, moral deeds. And no account should we do evil ones, immoral ones. Let us see the couplet again. It's a very good couplet. What a person in his life should do is virtuous deeds. What a person in his life should not do is evil deeds. Yes, okay. Thus today we have seen 6 couplets. Let us see my comments for the 4th chapter, the assassin of the strength of virtue. Here my comments. In this chapter, Valluvan stresses strongly the importance of virtue with a scientific effect. The real meaning of virtue is only leading a moral family life. The meaning of virtue is only leading a moral family life. Family life is the greatest gift that nature has endowed on man. Family life is the greatest gift, greatest boon that nature has endowed on human beings. If only family virtue smells well, if only family virtue smells well, family life could smell well. If only family virtue smells well, family life could smell well. If only family life smells well, a graceful society could exist. If only the society smells well, a wonderful world could exist. That is the 4 stages. That is, it is mine. I think in this way. If only family virtue smells well, family life will good smell well. If only family virtue smells well, family life could smell well. If only family life smells well, a graceful society could exist. If only the society smells well, a wonderful world could exist. This is what I dream. This is what I dream. If human rights should live with dignity, respect, and pride, the light of virtue should shine in family life. See, the family life should be a shining one. If human rights should live with dignity, respect, and pride, the light of virtue should shine in family life. See, everything on the world is a family. That's all. Leading a life of hermit, ignoring family responsibility, is not a virtuous life. Leading a life of hermit, ignoring family responsibilities, is not a virtuous life. It may be because of ignorance of virtue or the motive of cheating the innocent mass. That's all. We should learn what is virtue, not only from the verses of Valluvan, but also from our everyday life. It is a part. We should not only learn. We should learn what is virtue not only from the verses of, from the verses of the world one. We should learn what is virtue from the ordinary life. That is the life we are come across every day. It would tell us what is life, what is virtue, and what is not virtue. Where from? This is my question. It is my question. Where from did Lord Buddha, Socrates, Jesus, and Valluvan learn the noble qualities of virtues? From where did they learn? Then, the noble qualities of human life. They learned what is good and what is evil from the society they lived in. They learned what is good and what is not, but from the society in which they lived. Not only did they stop themselves from learning alone, they did not stop from learning alone, but also they endeavored their best to take them to the man-made. So these great men, these great people, these great cities should not stop themselves from learning alone, but they endeavored their best to take them to the innocent mass. They sacrificed their entire life for the welfare of the society. These great people. That is because they led virtuous life. And they like to tell us what are the fruits of virtuous life. To tell the truth of life. They sacrifice their entire life. The 200 years, the 2000 years, the 2000 years, though Though 2000 years have rolled on after these sages, though 2000 years have rolled on after these sages, the teachings of the philosophy of human life is only on paper level, not in proper level. The noble teachings of human life, the philosophy of human life is only on paper level, not in proper level. They have been standing at the same place where they left them. Their teachings have been standing at the same place where they left them. No renaissance has blossomed yet. No renaissance has blossomed yet. Why? Who are responsible for the poor living conditions of human beings on the earth? It is we. It is we. It is because we who are electing useless, unfit people as our leaders. That is why we are leading such a miserable life, having so many ups and downs between man to man. Dear elders and teachers and students, further the things explained above, further today, useless naughty gifts are ruining and damaging the beautiful society, woven carefully with extraordinary endeavor and sacrifice, in the name of religion and region, caste and color, race and language and nation. What is the only papers? That is, not only the things that I explained earlier. Today, the useless, ugly people, the useless geese are trying their best. The beautiful society, human society. The society was woven with extraordinary, carefully with extraordinary endeavor and sacrifice. The society that we are enjoying today were once woven carefully with extraordinary endeavor and sacrifice of the great people. But these useless people are trying to ruin and damage the beautiful society in the name of religion and region, caste and color, race and language and nation. Dear people, identify these dangerous elements. Identify carefully these dangerous elements, trying to collapse, to spoil, to ruin the living standard of human beings. The respectful great, that is, those who are doing everything. The respectful great, that is, I mean here, the people who are doing their best, who are sacrificing their entire life for the welfare of the innocent must stand firm in the endeavor of safeguarding the innocent mass from the merciless cheats. The cheats are trying their best in all ways. If a single momentous God, those people are ready to spoil the entire society. Dear teachers, dear elders, educationists, teachers and students, it is my request for paving the right ways to lead a dignified, respectful, satisfied and delightful life. Let us lead a virtuous moral life. That is, if we want to pave the right ways to our future, if we want to pave the right ways, the right paths to our followers, to the coming generation, to lead a dignified, respectful, satisfied and delightful life. first of all, today we should learn to lead a virtuous moral life. That is the important thing that we should follow. So finally, I would like to I would read my verse. We'll ruin the cheat, ruin the peaceful land. We will ruin the who will ruin the cheat, ruining the peaceful land. We'll cherish virtue to regain the virtue of the land. It's okay? We should ruin the cheat, ruin the peaceful land. We should cherish virtue to regain the virtue of this land. It's okay? Now come. Respected elders, educationists, teachers and students. Thus we have seen the contents of the 5 couplets, the messages that World One brings to us through these 5 couplets. Under the chapter, the assassin of the strength of virtue. So what are the power of virtue? How virtue is important in human life? It is because man alone is disobeying the rules laid by nature. So our forefathers has insisted the need of following the ways of nature, following the ways of virtue. That is following the ways of morality. So it is a part. So if we want to live as human beings, we should respect virtue. What is virtue? The way of life, which is the way of life, which goes, that is the way of life which goes with the ways of nature. Is right. The way of life that goes against the way of nature is not virtue. That is vice. The human life that moves with the movement of nature is virtue. The life which moves against the movement of nature is not virtue, that is vice. Dear elders, educationists, teachers and students, see, I would like to tell you one thing. Human life is like a coin having both sides, that is head and tail. It has, human life has both ups and downs. That is, in human life, there might be a delight and sorrow. If there is a delight, it may be having its counterpart, opposite, sorrow, delight and sorrow. Ups, downs. If there is ups, there might be downs. See, again, I would like to compare human life with the day. You know well, the day has two characteristic qualities, properties. That is, one is light, another is darkness. One is light, another is darkness. The day has two parts. One part is light, another part is darkness. We human beings should learn that is life is such. One part might be enjoyable, will be shining. Then it is when the life is shining, we should not forget virtuous deeds. If we ignore virtuous life, what would happen? We should think of the dark of the day. So, when we are in the light, we should think of the darkness. When we are in the darkness, we should not lose ourselves. We should think the greatness of light. We should think the greatness of virtue. Such human life is the part and parcel of two qualities. One is positive, another is negative. One is electron, another is proton. Yes. Such a one is human life. Dear elders and teachers, as far as myself is concerned, I like to lead a virtuous and honest, moral life. We, dear elders and teachers and students, particularly teachers and elders, first of all, we should learn. If I am a husband, I should learn to respect my wife. If I am your wife, I should learn to respect my husband. And both should lead a virtuous life. That would pave the right kind of way to our children. We both, husband and wife, should respect our relatives, our surroundings, our parents, brothers and sisters. We should respect. And that is virtue. Respecting others, treating others with kindness is virtue. What is virtue? It is virtue. As far as myself is concerned, again, I say, I like to lead a virtuous life. I long to see people without any gradation, without any ups and downs. If it is economy, if it is, material riches, there should not be any variation. If it is standard of life, there should not be any variation. That is, out of the 800 crores peoples, there is 400 women and 400 women. All are equal. No man can be either greater than or superior to any other man. No other man can be either greater than or superior to, or lower than any man. No man can be either greater than anyone else, as well as no man can be inferior to anyone else. That is the life of nature. Nature also wants man to lead a natural life. Leading a natural life is virtue. So, dear elders and teachers and students, let us practice, let us lead a virtuous life, ignoring evil ways of life. We will meet in the next class and see the 5 couplets and the chapter 5th. Till then, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.